You've probably liked horror films most of your life, yes?
I have. I actually grew up in an environment where I wasn't really allowed to see movies until I was a teenager. And so perhaps part of my affinity for horror comes from being pent up for a long time and then suddenly sort of the gates exploding. But I think horror is a very, very broad spectrum, and so for me a movie like Jaws, which was one of the first movies I ever saw, is the world's greatest horror movie. So I once I could start watching movies, I really was drawn to horror. But I like a lot of different movies as well, and I've worked on a whole bunch of different things too.
That was actually my question, is what was your favorite growing up? So Jaws is the best.
For me, Jaws and The Omen, and the original Omen, yes. I don't want to choose favorites, but yeah, the original Omen, The Exorcist, and certainly any movie that Stanley Kubrick made is in its own way kind of a horror movie for me. So Clockwork Orange, so.
Interesting. Now, what drew you to this particular script initially? Because it's cool. It's like horror, but it's a psychological thriller, and science meets the paranormal. What brought you into The Quiet Ones?
Well, I think you just described it, which is that The Quiet Ones defies easy categorization, so there's a certain unique element to it pulling from all these different strands. I thought the premise, which is a supernatural possession love story, is sort of an audacious premise to start with. And it was a challenge thinking, how could we pull this off, because it's sort of a crazy idea. And then the script that I was given was really good and really interesting and had some really, I thought, deep and fascinating characters and was quite scary. So, yeah.
Well, I was quite scared. So there you go. Yes, thank you.